Then we're going to take a look at just some miscellaneous things. Add a bunch that we saw that we thought were pretty good. Swinging the back here, faking like they're going wide and they're going middle screen. Here with the outside receiver, both tackles are setting. Guard, center's getting out, going vertical. He's working right back down the line of scrimmage. There's the catch. These guys are a little bit late getting out, but right there, fullback's even leading in there, blocking. Now you got guys out in front. Middle screen right there for Washington against Michigan, their national championship game. Great way to create misdirection. Let those guys rush, get the ball to one of your better players in the middle of the field. Another play a lot of teams have been running, they motion over to this bunch, and they're getting their tight end leak to the backside right here on this. So getting play action, going straight down, he's going to end up working out. You got your tight end, he's going to block. You got your tight end right here, he's going here, and then he's going vertical. So you're getting a high-low here, run off right there with either a post or an FOR, where it looks like he's going to the post. So now, again, you're flooding the weak side with the guy that's going flat, and he's going vertical. High-low on this guy right here. After pretty good protection, he's able to stride through. There's a flat route from the back. Tight end gotten over the top of the outside linebacker, right in the hole shot. Got over the top of that post. Great catch, great job laying out, making something happen. A lot of teams have been running this out of different sets. Really like it this way. Again, flooding the zone, getting a high-low on that outside linebacker after getting that post to the front side. I thought this was a really good shot play here from Washington. This is against Oregon. The first time they play, so they come right here, they end up stuttering, going vertical, faking the quick screen here. Run a dig or a post right there, and then you're getting a post here on the outside. And play action there from the back. He's working across and he ends up swinging out. So a lot of stuff going on, but right there looks like Penix, he's looking here. Doesn't like the stutter. Safety got over the top, whatever it is. Now he's getting backside to the double post. And outside release here by that receiver creates that space to the outside as you see. As soon as that snap, he's running right at him, then getting vertical, then going to the post right there. So really good progression here. You got a good chance, especially if you're getting protection, to take a shot and have some sort of leverage there to create a big play, just like Washington does here. Right here, the great thing about that bunch where they started out right here is that it's condensed. Now he can run straight at that guy, widen the space, and then he goes post. And you got inside leverage right there, which is great. Now he's got inside leverage to that post. There's that first post, basic coming across. Keep him moving away from that corner. That condensed set allowed that guy to have that inside leverage to win on that post, which is what happens right there for a big touchdown. Now we're getting into one of my favorite concepts here again. Being able to stretch it and get receivers over that field and flood to the weak side is really good. And then, of course, the play action, pulling a guard here as far as protection. You're getting a post by the single receiver. Somebody's working across right here. It just happens to be number one receiver is working inside, working across, outside release, running a basic. With his play action, he's got protection, and he's getting to the flats. This guy doesn't blitz, trying to stretch that, get a high-low. Right there against Stanford's defense, just like we saw in everything else, is just absolutely lost. No chance right here. They do get a guy free, but Bo Nix standing in the face of it, knows there's nobody in the middle field, give your guy a chance to make a play. Not the most accurate ball, but you can see the space that they were working right there, the intermediate space working across. That post takes the corner and the safety. Now those linebackers are all that's left to guard this guy. And you're getting a check swing right here that keeps this linebacker pretty low in the flats. Big play right there, able to get down and make a play on that weak flood. Another look here for Oregon, this time in the bowl game. Exact same look again, going post. You find number one receiver working across here. That's going to be your number two option. You got this guy going to the flats for in case this guy's dropping underneath it. Right here, great protection, got all day. Easy throw right there into the flats. The corner's way off, safety's way off. That dude took him way off at the post. And now they're rolling there, and you can see the dig. That was coming in right behind it. I think it was the point of the bunch. Works up vertical and then gets back in right there, taking the number two option. Big throw and catch there early in the bowl game against Liberty for an explosive play. This is a similar concept, but a little bit different as far as how they get to it. Again, on this one, they've got their intermediate guy ends up being the number one receiver. This guy's working across. Instead of going to the intermediate, he's going over the top with the post, and you got a basic right there. So it's the same thing, just switching who's running what. So the post is coming from the receiver coming across. And right here, Penix takes a little time. Now, of course, he's an absolute guy. He drops back. He's just buying time. You got pretty decent protection there, checking out to the flats, trying to take it there as well. But just drifting off his back foot. There's your intermediate guy. That was the single receiver. Lays it out there to that next level. Unbelievable throw off your back foot. and that thing's just an absolute missile. And of course, you got to have a missile to throw that thing all the way across the field, especially off your back foot if you don't have great protection and a ton of time. So you do have to know it is a 7-man pro, and it's going to take a little while to get there. So great throw and catch. You can see how they switched who was intermediate, who was deep, able to take advantage of it with a deep throw right there in a big play. This is a similar concept, not quite the same. This time you got a shallow here by this guy, and then you got a basic there with a post. So really just a post dig with a guy underneath trying to hold these guys underneath. He's helping protect right there. So again, 7-man pro. They are getting some penetration. McCarthy just steps through it. Now it's like 7-on-7, nobody in front of him, and lets that guy work all the way across. So that shallow held this linebacker just enough, able to go to the next level, let him work. Accurate ball right there on his body. Now it's a race to the end zone. I think Michigan wins this one. Gets in right there. So again, post runs everybody off, getting crossers. And again, McCarthy had to buy some time because it's going to take a little while to get there. And it ends up putting on his guy for a big play. Here's another look at the weak flood from North Carolina. And on this one, again, teams love to run this reverse. Faking the toss right there, faking the reverse to number 9 coming across. And all they have right here is, again, post right there by the single receiver. The only receiver that's not faking reverse or coming across in a split zone is running the drag. So right here, a lot of window dressing. These linebackers are sitting up in the box. And as far as the protection, looks like they're going full slide this direction. You got this fullback going to the C-gap backside, faking all this stuff. Quarterback's looking, he's got post, and he's got drag as the number 2. You can check it down to either flat here if you really needed to, but obviously number 2 is wide open. Tons of space right there. Linebackers have stepped up. Everybody ran off with that post, the corner, and the safety. So easy throw and catch there. Tons of space. Again, window dressing with a post, that drag coming across, working open space to that weak side. So most of the stuff that we've seen, they're working over to the strong side. Another great thing about having a bunch, you can attack this weak side with these guys crossing really quickly. And on this one, LSU got a post. This guy's coming to the shallow. And you got an intermediate crosser there as well with pretty good protection. Again, right on this one, you got a 7-6-man protection where those guys can stay in. They can check out, stretch the flats, whatever you need to do. And right here, post wins over top. Safety is low. You see those guys kind of hanging on those outs, flat routes, all that stuff. That post wins. Lay it out there to your guy. Great adjustment. Big touchdown there for LSU. Against Florida, just throwing a straight post with a couple crossers coming as well. Here's a look from North Carolina of a lot of teams like to run this reverse. Faking inside zone, reverse right here. On this one, you actually get to the smash play action off of this. So that running back, instead of even faking, he's just going straight to the flats here. These guys are pinning. Fakes the reverse. You got 1 to the flats. You got 2 on the corner. You got that drag coming across. So it's the same boot that you saw from a lot of different teams. But now you're getting your guy to the flats. And that's the running back playing a lot of speed. Easy touchdown right there for North Carolina getting in the end zone. A little bit of misdirection, faking that reverse. Not really one of LSU's favorite plays out of this bunch. Sometimes they widen out just a little bit, but really it's just a snag. You got a flat route, you got a spot, and some you got a slant, bang 8, something over there on the backside. You can run a vertical read as well. But right there, never miss a snag. He's sitting there in the zone. They end up running a basic, almost like a spacing route on this one as well. Take your completion. So on 1st and 10, make a guy miss. Getting up close to a first down right here for LSU. Just on an easy, about 10-yard throw and catch on a spot. Because you got a flat route, you got a basic there to the middle, whether it's basic or corner. Kind of changes the concept, but right there had the basic to highlight both those backers, the flat route, and a couple spots. Here's a little bit of motion to try to throw this off, and basically still getting spacing. Right here on this, they're going to swing out with the back. So really could have just stayed in that bunch and ran it. Pointed the bunch of outside releases, he's going to the spot. He's going inside, going right over the ball. And of course, quarterback, he starts his eyes here. They get the numbers there. They got 3 over there. So now you're getting to the backside. All you're really looking is 1 to the flat, 2 to the spot, 3 right here. And you're working all the way across the field, all the way to number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the backside on the spacing. Doesn't like it, gets all the way to number 3. Easy completion right in the middle of the field. On a 2nd and 6, able to get a first down on spacing. Throwing the ball, it's on about a 10-yard throw with the guy that's square showing you his numbers. Great call against zone coverage. Exact same look here for Michigan. Motioning guy across, again going flats. So it'd be 1, 2, 3 on the spot. He ends up working right there. Check, swing here. See where we get here with McCarthy. Ball gets snapped. 1, don't like it. Find 2, don't like it. Find 3, he's held up as well. Find 4, that curl. gets it out, gets a completion. Back doesn't even get out right here. They end up getting a blitz, so has to stay in. Good job taking care of it, getting a guy on the ground. This corner, sitting there in no man's land, is beat right there by alignment. So right there, easy completion. McCarthy was able to get all the way to number 4 right here. Rip it out there to him. I think they end up knocking this out somehow. But as you see, there's a pretty good progression there on spacing. Put the ball in a good spot to get an easy completion if they just hold on to it. This time on spacing concept, for whatever reason, they don't swing the back away. They go flats here. Tight end spots over the ball. He's going curl. They end up running slant. That's really where they wanted to work here. Let him work. Throw that slant out there. Gets knocked down there by a blitz. But I would have had the back on this side. Check swing. Of course, this guy gets into the blitz. You either pick him up or swing. So I think the back's probably wrong right here. So now they can high-low to this side and then get on their progression just like they would on a typical spacing route. So here I'd say the O-line is doing the right thing. Back's to the wrong side. Should be checking here to the swing. But instead, free rusher here. Either that or it's really bad design, which I wouldn't think Michigan would be having that. But ends up spiking it right into the linebacker that's unblocked and unaccounted for on this play. Here we go with Notre Dame running spacing. And again, against Ohio State, there's zone coverage. You got to look here. You're getting the back out instead of motioning a guy like Michigan did. So right there, you're looking 1. He's getting leverage right there. There's 2 on that spot. Throw it to him right now. Easy completion. Corner's trying to make a play. No chance right there. Actually runs through his face. Gets down to the 1-yard line. So really good job right here. Good timing. And if maybe this guy pushes to it, covers that up, now you'd go 3, 4, and then you got 5 there from the number 3 receiver going to the flats. Really easy progression there. Going to be some window, especially if they're playing off coverage in a zone right there like Ohio State was, able to take an easy completion on the number 2 option. Another look here. Last concept we're going to really show in this passing game. Motion across, and they run some sort of a smash. And they're going Y cross right here. Check swing there to the backside, so look into the smash. And then you're finding your crossing route. So here McCarthy's looking here. Really would like to throw that out route. Could probably stick that on him, give him a chance to get to the front pylon. That's probably what I'm telling him to throw. But he got off of it, finding a Y cross. These guys are making these windows really tight. And McCarthy really forces this one. Guy comes off at the corner, which this guy right here, he's got to work more to the out. He can't be set up right there. It allows him to come off, make a play on that Y cross, and pick it off right here. But should get off of it. Find your next progression. Finding a dig right here, and then find your guy checking out to the flats right there. Not great awareness. Got to be able to see that guy, or this route's got to be a lot better and take him wider to open that Y cross up and make it a little bit less dangerous.